Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to do Shadowland stages 21 to 30. But before we get into that, let us take a look at this sneak peek we got going on here. Hell yeah! Greetings, agents. CM Fragment reporting in. Someone is watching us. I'm sure you've all felt this at least once in your field of work. When I was on a mission abroad and felt someone hiding in the dark, I was hoping this was just paranoia. But the intelligence team has recently warned me about someone out there lurking. We started a tracking mission immediately to confirm our suspicions. Whose eyes do they belong to? Let's find out. Let's looky. Oh, snap! You guys see what I'm saying? See a little red, see a little black Spider-Man? Hell yeah! Probably going to be getting 2 uniforms, guys. Probably like the synergy system that we got going on from the in-game update. That'll be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. I really doubt they're going to introduce 2 unis and we got like they're going to be 2 completely separate unis with different skills. Pretty sure it's probably going to be the synergy thing. That looks like a new thing that Netmarble's going to be doing, which is fine. It gives players the choice and to pick whichever one they like. So that's pretty awesome, man. It remains to be seen which one I'm going to pick. I don't know, but we'll have to see if they even are synergy uniforms. I don't know, but I think they probably will be. But super stoked, guys. Please God, let Spider-Man be awesome. Give him some more damage. Make him good. Make him good. He's by far one of the most popular Marvel characters in history, if not the most popular Marvel character in history. In fact, when I was a kid, he was the most powerful, or not the most powerful, but the most well-known, and the Hulk was pretty well number 2 when I was a kid. That was a long time ago, guys. A chase with someone you can't see. In the end, we ended up in the alley. Is it finally time to find out who's behind the mask? Dun 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 dun. Hell yeah, guys, that is freaking awesome. Super excited, man. That is cool. And as always, guys, you know, when you're looking at these Shadowland clears, look at my IGN, look at my builds, look at my cards, compare them to yours to see if your characters can do the same thing or come close. You know, my IGN's in the top left-hand corner, Forgo, blah, blah, blah. I know I repeat this all the time, guys, but I do it just because maybe there's a new viewer that watches it and they're not familiar with finding the IGN. So, guys, let's get into the Shadowland action, and we're going to start with someone a little special. So let's rock and roll. So we're going to get this party started with Mysterio. We're going to be using MODOK there for his 30% increased energy attack. Because Mysterio, he doesn't really have a whole lot of damage. Hopefully after the upcoming update that we got, he will be. Hopefully he'll be freaking awesome. But for now, this is what we got to deal with. And Mysterio's actually a pretty cool character, guys. He's actually got quite a bit of survivability. He's got like a nice little mini partial iframe on his 3. He has an iframe on his 1. He has an iframe on big long iframes on his 4 and his 5. He's pretty freaking cool, actually. I mean, I really like Mysterio. I mean, the rotation right now is just 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. Usually I try to get the damage proc on the 5, but wherever it lands whenever I play Mysterio. And he's a pretty reliable character. I mean, this is a tough Shadowland to take down here. This Malekith here. This is nuts. The MODOK relay is not easy. It's a freaking pain in the rear. But, oh, Mysterio can get it done, man. He's pretty cool. And I'm really hoping he gets something good, guys. I'm hoping he gets a nice rework, good look, a nice uniform. I'm hoping he's going to be a monster. I know a lot of people are pulling for him to get a tier 3, and maybe he can replace Magneto on Blast Villain Day. I'd be totally okay with that. I mean, I want Mysterio to be pretty awesome. I mean, this is his time, I think. So that would be pretty cool. But I play this guy every week. I always play him, and always in the lower Shadowland floors. Always around anywhere from, you know, 10 to 20, 10 to 25, something like that. This is Shadowland 21, so it's about where I want him. You know, I have a damage proc on mine. He's not built well at all. I mean, he's just got a 4-star Hawk's Eye set on him. Doesn't have any Urus. He's just got 140 proc on him. I mean, it's not like he's built very strong at all. But he gets it done. I mean, if I had him built up, he could do this solo without the leadership from MODOK. But, I don't use MODOK for anything but a leadership, so I might as well throw him in there anyways, just to get some use out of him. Plus he's tier 1, so I won't be able to use him after Shadowland Floors 30 anyways. Well, actually after Shadowland Floors 25 and on I won't be able to use him, so might as well use him now, get him out of the way. Mysterio's pretty sweet, man. Can't wait to see what Netmarble does with him. Really excited for old guy. I want to see what they do, man. Hopefully they represent. And now for a sweet little Asgardian, and we're gonna be using Deathlock's leadership. It's kind of the same thing as MODOK's leadership. You know, he's a crappy character, and I really just use him for his physical attack leadership. He gives 30% increase to physical attack. And Sif, you know, with her uniform, she's actually pretty playable, guys. I actually recently tier 2'd my Sif, just to make this a little bit easier, but she can do this at tier 1, but, you know, on my account, I was really pushing it, and I just went ahead and tier 2'd her to make it a little bit easier. Actually, she could do, like, you know, in the stage 30s, like low 30, 31, 32 maybe, Shadowland floors. I mean, if she was properly played and had the right stage, she could definitely do it. Sif's actually a pretty good character. She's pretty sweet. She's got that sweet freaking stun on her 4, that iframe on her 4. She has a nice little immunity on her 3 skill. Unfortunately, it's only for 2 seconds, but hey, it's all good. Plus, she's got a damage accumulation on her. I mean, she's actually, I don't want to say strong, but she's stronger than people think. You know, if you know how to play her, she's actually pretty decent. And plus her leadership gives her 30% increase of HP. So, you know, and I have mine built for PvP. I actually have a immunity to stun and crit damage and with invincibility proc on her. She just has a little stage 4 drastic density enhancement isolate set. I mean, I got her built for PvP for the most part. Except for the fact I don't have immunity to guard break, but I don't play AC, guys, so I don't really need immunity to guard break on my characters. You know, and I don't play AC because, well, the times that AC's available, I'm either working or sleeping, so I can't. And it kind of sucks, to be honest. I would like to take part in that. But it is what it is until Netmarble fixes that little deal. I guess I won't be playing it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Sweet couple ISO boosts there. Now this next stage is a bit of overkill. yeah guys, we're going to be using Loki for this Universal Rumble. And this is actually overkill, but my Loki's just level 60. He just has 140 proc on him. His uniform is at Mythic, but he has no Urus. I mean, I don't have him built very well. And the truth is, guys, every time I play above Shadowland 30s, I never end up playing Loki for some reason. I just don't play him, so I might as well use him in these lower levels as a nice, easy little clear. And as you guys can see, he pretty much mutilates this thing. Actually, just way too easy. Now for Hellstorm. Now this is a character that really doesn't get a lot of love, but he's actually a pretty decent character. I mean, Hellstorm's pretty awesome. He's actually got quite a bit of DPS. His 5 skill has a 5-second immunity to all damage. His 4 has that summons. His 3 gives him a 24% increase of energy attack, which is really nice. That 2 has a 3-second stun. And the 1 is a nice iframe. I mean, he's a pretty cool character. And you guys see, he's freaking strong, man. He blows through this crap. It's hard to keep him alive in the higher levels. And now, this is again, it's kind of like Loki, guys. A bit of overkill. And the bad thing about Blue Marvel is getting him to tier 2. You know, getting the bios to get him to tier 2. It's kind of a pain. He is, I mean, technically he is free to play, but man, you know, you gotta go in the lab and you gotta get the bios from the lab, and he's just a pain in the rear. I mean, every once in a while Netmarble will sell his bios for crystals, but I mean, I don't know. Personally, at this point in the game, I don't think he's really worth that. He's a good character, but the way he is now, he's just not going to do no high-level Shadowland. He just won't, guys, especially the way mine's built. And even if he had a damage proc, he would do decent. I mean, I think he would go into the... I know he could go into the 40s. Maybe he could go into the 50s, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. I mean, he's a pretty decent character, but he's kind of like a... good, but not great. You know, he's a decent character. But here, he's freaking awesome. I mean, he's actually overkill for this. He just freaking destroys this entry mode like it's nothing. And I pretty much use this guy for this entry mode pretty much every week because it's just an easy clear for me. Now here's a little bit of an interesting one. Oh, Yellow Jacket versus Destroyer. And Yellow Jacket's awesome, you guys. He doesn't need this uni, although it does help him a little bit because he kind of spins around when he hit his 4. It gives him a little bit extra survivability. But I just hit the 5. You want to get the damage proc on the 5, and the 4, and then the 2. And my Yellow Jacket, man, I actually have a 200% damage proc on this guy. And I have immunity to stun Obelisk. A little tidbit for you guys in Shadowlands. A lot of like the destroyers have stun, they can stun you. It's good sometimes if you just play characters in Shadowland and that's all you use them for, then build them for Shadowland. Build them for the stages that you're going to be using them on. So like if you're facing an Avenger Rumble or you're facing like this destroyer stage, stages that have lots of stuns, it's good to have characters with immunity to stun Obelisk on them. Then you don't have to worry about them getting stunned and freaking dying. I've actually been changing some of my builds recently because of the first clear rewards to where I have more characters with immunity to stun Obelisk, because that's kind of a problem, you know, like I'd be facing a Rumble and one of my characters gets stunned and they die. But if they have immunity to stun, it seems to help their survivability quite a bit because they're not being crowd controlled and they don't get freaking killed. I mean, so it's something to consider, guys, when you're building characters for Shadowland. And Yellow Jacket is definitely purely much a Shadowland character. And now Phantom X. Now Phantom X, guys, doesn't need to be level 70 to pull this off. My Phantom X, again, just has 140% damage proc. He does have a stage 6 Power of Angry Hawk set, but he doesn't have Urus. His gears are all at 20. Well, his first gear is at 25, my bad. And his last gear is at 23. But he's a really cool character, though. In Shadowland, I hit the 5, and then I hit the 4, and I let the 4 play out, and then I hit the 2. In World Boss, I play him a little bit different. I don't do the exact same rotation. But in Shadowland, I do it like this because when you're facing multiple enemies like this, it's best to let that 4 play out because it's a nice iframe, and you'll avoid taking any kind of damage. You know, Phantom X is a great character, but he has a bind on his 5. He has a bind on, or he has mind control and a stun on his 4. He has a stun on his 3. I mean, he's got quite a bit of crowd control, but if he misses, they'll freaking kill him. And it's not fun either, man. So I just like to play him a little bit safe and just go 5, 4, 2. Now here we got a little bit of a team up action going on. We got the Punisher with the uniform, the War Machine uniform for our damage dealer. We got Falcon in his uniform because that thing just plays wonderfully in AI. You don't have to worry about him dying. He's in iframes the whole time. And then we got good old Spider-Gwen. And the same with Spider-Gwen. The AI plays her fairly well, and she'll stay alive. So I'm playing Punisher. And yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is hit 5, 4, 3 for the guard, and then you can throw in the 1 if you want, or you don't have to. It doesn't matter, the 1 or the 2, either way. I usually do the 1. But he's pretty sweet, man. He's not going to do no high-level Shadowland. And something else that's nice about this team up is Punisher's got that 24% all-attack leadership, and he's giving that extra attack to Falcon and Spider-Gwen, which is nice. You see my Spider-Gwen, she's about ready to bite it. She's looking a bit low on her life. But if she dies, it doesn't matter, guys, because, well, we're not above stage 30, or above floor 30, so we're not getting any tokens here, so it doesn't matter if she dies or not. All that matters is that we get the clear. And she died, so, it is what it is. Sorry, Gwen, sorry. But we're going to get it done, guys. We will get this clear. No problemo. It's a lot of crap going on in the screen. A lot of crap. And Falcon, he couldn't do this on his own. Punisher can't do this on his own. I know because I tried many times. And Gwenpool couldn't do this. Or I'm sorry, Spider-Gwen. Man, shouldn't be confusing them. Spider-Gwen couldn't get this done on her own either. So that's why I had to team all these characters up. And none of these characters are going to do anything past floor 30, guys. None of these characters. I mean, They might do a stage 30, stage 31 in the right circumstances, but I'm not too worried about it. I got other characters that can easily do that, so it's all good. They're not going to do no high level stuff, so it's best to use them now. And booyah! Another clear. Now this next stage is done by a fan favorite here. Good old Archangel, or Archangel, whatever you want to say, however you want to pronounce it. And he doesn't need to be level 70, guys, to do this. He's pretty awesome, you know. You get him from the Dimension Rifts, and he's just got 140 proc on him. He stays a stage 5 Hawk's Eye set on mine. Really, I need to change that to Power of Angry Hawk because I got way too much cooldown on my cards. But man, this dude's awesome. Like, Angel, I think, is a pretty underrated character. I mean, he has damage accumulation, he's got a heal, he has immunity to all damage, he has stuns. I mean, this guy's freaking awesome, man. You see the way he melted that. But he is level 70, and that helps out quite a bit. But even at level 60, he could do this, guys. No problem. He could clear this. You know, back in the day, I would do this when he was just level 60, and he could do it. It took him a little bit longer. It was a bit more difficult for him to do. But you see how fast he's doing it at level 70. I mean, he's pretty much mutilating this. And now for last but not least, guys, and this one might surprise some of you guys. Oh, Clea. Now we're going to be using Bullseye's leadership for that 50% ignore dodge because Daredevil has a hell of a lot of dodge. And the rotation for Clea, guys, you can do it a couple different ways. If you can get Daredevil over in the corner, all you got to do is hit 3, 1, 2, 4. 3, 1, 2, 4. You know, you want to hit her 3 because it gives her that little bit of a 5-hit guard for 2 seconds. It's not very long, so you got to make it quick. And then you want to hit her 1 skill for that 2-second silence, which is freaking helpful as hell. Then you want to hit her 2 skill because that 2 will guard break Daredevil or your opponents that you're facing. And then hit the 4 for your damage dealing. And she'll get it done. Now I'm using the 5 to draw out my summons. Because I'm kind of just going all over the screen and doing this because I want to show you guys that she can do it either way. You know, you can lock them in a corner or you can just move around. Now I do have mine. Clea has pretty good damage natively, so I actually have a CTP of refinement on mine. Now you don't need it, guys. I used to do clears with this girl when she had invincibility procs. It was a bit more difficult, but she could definitely do it. I mean, she can easily do universal relays. She can easily do this. I've done other relays with her. I mean, she's not a great character, but a good character. And actually a surprising character that can actually do this. Like, you don't see too many people using Clea to take down old Daredevil. So I thought I'd show you guys this. Plus, I have her built like crap. I mean, I do have a CTP of refinement, but I got Smart Raccoon for my ISO 8 set. I mean... You know, I mean, I don't have an attack ISO 8 set on her. Man, I need to change that. And I could do so much more with her, man. Put Urus on her because she doesn't have any. I mean, this is taking a while. And by the way, guys, she can do this without Bullseye's leadership as well. I've done this without his leadership. It's just you'll be cutting it close the whole 3 minutes doing it. And I might as well use Bullseye. He's just a tier 1 character, so I can't use him in stage 30 and above, or stage 31 and above, so I might as well use him here. And yeah. And look at this crap, guys. Clea getting it done. How awesome is that? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.